What up with the Thawed family? Sports Talk in the building. You already know Jay, Jack, and Jeff in the building. We got a guest with us, the one and only Mr. Dre B. What up with you, bro?
What's up, fellas? Coming from the South.
No doubt. What's good with you, Jeff?
Man, chilling, man. Man, a lot of sports going on today, so got about 2-3 TVs going on all over the house.
Yeah, I know Dre B, he over there, he got about, 6 TVs going?
Yeah, that's at the shop. At the crib, it's just one, though.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's what's up, man. Good to have you on here. I'll see you in a second, man. We stay in connection, though. Man, sure. What's been going on with you?
Well, I mean, business as usual, just working the shop and got a little school thing I'm trying to get incorporated. We started rebuilding, remodeling over here on the other side of town. Hey man, just trying to stay positive,
Yeah.
Bring up, build some barbers, man, connect with as many people as I can. Hey man, I can't even things been blessed. It's been a lot of blessings going on. So just trying to tap in, you know what I mean?
Yeah, staying active, man. Gotta stay active. That's all I can do. What about you, Jeff? What you got going on? Anything today?
Man, day to day, man. A lot of course the work and family and then got a few community ventures going on, you know what I mean? Man, just doing what I can to make my city a better place, man. So on a few different commissions and committees, and you know what I mean, and just doing the activism thing, just trying to make my city a better place, man. Trying not to just be, somebody that complain about stuff, but just somebody that do something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Talk about it. It's another thing to put your actions where your words are. You know what I mean?
Yeah. True indeed. You know what I mean? And that's big. That's 100. That's why I'm waiting on Independent Jeff to come on back in the building.
Coming soon.
No doubt. Hey, and he say Jeff for mayor. We got a cover. He say Jeff for mayor. I've been talking to him about it, man. I don't know. I need more people to talk for me. You know what I mean? We've been going at this for 2-3 years.
Man, it may be in the cards someday, man. I don't know. I right now I feel like my role is pretty solidified, man. I'm not the one that's in office, but they know who I am. You know what I mean? They hear from me all the time. And I feel like this role and what I do here is showing other people that, man, you can do it too. That's what we're supposed to do. They get elected, we supposed to hold them accountable. So, you know what I mean? I just try to show people, tangibly how to do it. Like, you can say, hey, get involved. People say that all the time. But if you don't show people how to get involved, that's just empty words. So, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah, no doubt. And, gonna write some articles, too, that y'all know. Chill out. I'm gonna do the city right. Thawed magazine there for the people. You already know it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you know, with me, same thing. Work. Make sure y'all check out Thawed magazine on Apple, Google, Spotify, Reasons, podcast going nuts. I think it was 14 downloads yesterday, man. We appreciate anybody downloading, and that's love.
Sure.
You already know you can watch the video. You can watch it live too on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, anywhere almost possible. You can go and watch it. So
hey,
check
Jack,
us out.
You said it's on Spotify?
Yeah. It's on Spotify. This will be on Spotify too. I just got to catch up.
Okay.
We buy. I think this 27 altogether, 27, including the magazine feature, with Thawed Sports. So it's like 14 and 13, 14 sports talks. And I think I got 5 of them on Spotify right now. Spotify, Reasons, Google, Apple. It's on Apple Podcasts. All the podcasts is on there. You know, and I love that about Twitter too, because whenever I tag podcasts and Apple Podcasts, they retweet it automatically. I'm like, hey.
For sure.
Man. Yeah. So
thanks to everybody that's tuning in right now. Man, do something real quick for me. We always forget to tell y'all, because we got somebody that made a comment. We can't see your name. Easiest thing for you to do, for us to be able to see your name, and that's all you're doing. You're just giving the app permission for them to show your name. Go to StreamYard.com/Facebook. Give StreamYard permission to show your name. That's all you're doing. You know what I mean? And that way, when you comment, we can see exactly who you are. You know what I mean? Other than that, it just say Facebook user. You know, we can ask you who you are, I guess, but easy. You one click away from showing your name. So we appreciate it.
Yeah. Yep. And if they see it on the video, I like to always say it's like promotion too. They get to see your name on the if they watch it later, they see your name pop up instead of just Facebook user.
For sure.
Man. And it's probably one of our Sports Talk guys, man. If y'all in there, I know it's streaming live in the Sports Talk group right now. It's streaming live on my individual page. It's streaming live on YouTube too, I think.
Hey, shout out to the original Sports Talk, man. I'm in the kindergarten Sports Talk, man, and oh my God. Say, I can't even begin to explain the difference between what it was and what this is right now, man. It's totally different, man.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Tell them, JB.
Our Sports Talk is one of a kind. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
You know,
one of the originals.
We one of a kind. We full contact. You know what I mean? Like we don't, we don't do none of that soft stuff, man. You gotta throw a blow. You gotta take a blow. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, no doubt. We one of the ones that was the prototype when we over almost 11 years in now. It wasn't no Sports Talk groups back then like that. It wasn't none, I don't think. You know what I mean? And so anybody that know this from coming out of Saginaw, Michigan, a little bit of Arkansas, strong. You know what I'm saying? But it's originated out of Saginaw, Michigan, especially at that time. I don't know. Somebody from Saginaw got to let me know if it's a group that like Sports Talk was. But we was full contact, and there's a lot of members that was in the group, and they branched out or whatever, and a lot of Sports Talk start popping up everywhere. And they might deny it now, but you show them receipts. Show over 11 years,
right?
Because Facebook had just started groups then. I think it was.
Yep. Damn. For sure. We was popping at each other on the main page. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we was arguing going. I swear, I think that's how I got into it with Haseen the first time. Is I was on somebody's page and he jumped in. I'm like, who is this dude? and I think after that, I was like, man, I'm tired of going on these pages arguing with people. I'm arguing with my homeboys about sports, and somebody random come in, I don't even know them, and they want to fight or something. Like, hold on, bro, who is you? So I said, man, you know what? I ain't gonna go on nobody's personal page. I don't know they guys coming up out of here. We finna create a group, and we just gonna bind. You know what I'm saying? And we like you say with the dynamics, you might be a Piston fan 1 minute, and then you beefing because you a Michigan fan going at Michigan State, but y'all united maybe as a Lions fan, or you going at it with, you know what I'm saying? So you had to be
beefing on Saturday, and we on teams on Sunday. You know what I mean?
There you go. So you couldn't be up there mad at that guy for like three months, you don't want to talk sports. Y'all both Lions fan, but y'all mad because of Michigan and Michigan State. I love that dynamic, man. Especially when we first started, bro. And Dre B used to go all in. Like it'd be like, I'd wake up in the morning like, damn, Dre B, did you get some sleep?
hey, I got insomnia, so everybody thought I'm crazy, but that's me, man. I'm up till 2-3 o'clock in the morning almost every day. So
yeah,
that's just what I do. But at that time, it was so fun in sports talk that I couldn't help but to go in, especially with the LeBron stuff and just, the Michigan thing, I'm down in Texas and I don't really get the rep, go against nobody like that. Cause it ain't really that it's Texas and Oklahoma type stuff down here. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
when I was in the group, it was definitely fun going against Humes and Macho and all them boys.
It was banging. Macho comedian. We had a comedian in there.
Yeah.
Before we keep on, I want to shout out to India Brazy, man. Much love. A true supporter of Thawed, man. That's the family. That's Thawed family. She the one said, she said, hey, sports talk. That was Rollo. Shout out Rollo, OG Sports Talk member too. Rollo Bryant said Jeff for mayor.
I remember Rollo.
Yeah. Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So we appreciate that. But yeah, Dre B, tell him what you said. Tell him about you had so many beats, bro. I would ask you which one was the best one for you, but
bro. Okay, before I get to my beats, I want to talk about the first time you pissed me off, man.
Who, me?
Yes, you.
What I do? What I do? I pissed a lot of people off in there, bro.
Bro, you got me good. You put my face on LeBron James or something, dunking on something. You know I can't stand him. Say, man, I ain't gonna lie. I was
Hey, I know you ain't forget that. That was what, like 6 years ago, too?
Right, 7 years ago. Man. I'll never forget. I said, that nigga ain't my homie, man. No, excuse
Hey, I used to get mad a little bit after a while because it was going on and on. And I know JCJ used to try to piss you off. He'd be like, wee. Because on the picture I had LeBron James dunking. I had Dre B head on it. And I had like 2 other players in the back with Dre B head on it looking confused. And I had the ball with a little guy on there with Dre B head on the ball, the flying going, wee.
He said all the different faces for all your different personalities. You know what I'm saying? You got me.
Hey, you brought me back on that one, bro. We was going at it with the pick wars so serious. So I had to get into I had to let it be known. Yeah, I think you did a rap or something about me or something.
That was so I did one with that was Miles. I couldn't really get at you like that.
Yeah, I know.
I went at Miles. Me and Miles super cool. Don't get me wrong, but at that time I did like a little, we did a freestyle thing. They was talking noise, and I was like, bro, I can flow a little bit. Hold on, so that
yeah, I remember.
Yeah.
So I had to drop some bars too.
Yes, sir. And I had fun with Humes. Shout out to Humes whenever I ain't seen him in the NFL, but it's all good. He good dude. And Hashim, shout out Dr. Humes, Duck. Yeah. And Hashim, I've never had any problems with Hashim. Like we troll each other, but it's always been super friendly. Nothing ever, personal. You know what I'm saying?
Of course, y'all didn't. Y'all clicked up, man. I was going at y'all every day. That's why I got into it with you. Cause y'all. I remember because it was like y'all was calling yourselves something. I forgot what y'all was calling yourselves. Elf Nation.
Elf Nation killers, man.
Yeah. E&K. Yeah. It was you, Hassim, John Flint.
Yeah.
And I think one of
Sims was in there a little bit,
Sims.
He was in there a little shot. Yep. JCJ tried to ride with us for a minute. He was in there. It was about 5.
Hey, and that's what made me go at y'all because at that time I was vicious. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. And you know what made me so more vicious because I was at the crib in Saginaw and I was living. I owned my house, but it was like no gas, no lights, no nothing. Mm-hmm. So I was in there freezing cold, and I was already mad.
They taking that stress out, man.
So I remember because I was I was repping Pistons, and John was repping Pistons, John Flint.
Yeah.
And he joined y'all because Hasheem was needing somebody to help him with the Laker beef with Brian.
Yeah.
And I was like, bro, what is you doing? So, so John Flint turned on me and started attacking me too.
Yeah.
And
about Michigan State.
About Michigan State, and he'd come at me every chance it get. Yeah. And I think me and you crossed hairs because you was right next. You know, y'all three was riding together.
Yeah. You was on my rack about, like you supposed to be your own man, and you. I'm like, man, hold on, man, I got this here, man. we created a contingent that can't be stopped. You feel me? So
because y'all was going at Hume, Space Age.
Space Age.
Yeah, y'all was going at all the Brian fans.
All the Brian fans.
I was trying to stay clear, y'all. I was trying to stay clear because I was a Pistons fan. So I'm repping Pistons. But once y'all start throwing E and K and saying Pistons, I'm like, wait a minute. I'm going to go at y'all whole crew to y'all disband. So I started going at the Flint hard. I think me and John Flint end up going 24 hours just going at it. We didn't even sleep.
I remember that.
Then I turned.
He went after everybody one by one. He couldn't get Hasheem.
Everybody.
Yeah, Hasheem be getting in and out, you know what I'm saying? And he'll see the beef coming and he'll dip out, you know.
Yeah, dip. I was telling y'all, I was like, look, bro, he ain't even helping y'all. I was good. Hey, bro, then the Brian fans are trying to get help jump in. I was like, bro, go on. I ain't with y'all.
Yeah. You doing your own thing. You was on a hitman mission.
Bro, hey, you remember that. It was some good times, bro. I think about them, bro. I was just going. I think I kept telling Derek, I said, I got to take a break, bro. I can't get nothing done.
That's how it was, man. That's how it was. Yeah. You have to get out of there, but then you know what I mean. It'll be something in you, like let me go see what's going
pride,
on.
Bro.
You go back in there, like what's going on?
Yep.
You know
that pride, bro. Yep. And you know, I was that. I ain't never considered myself the top Michigan State Spartan fan in there, but I swear every time somebody was attacking one of my dogs, a Spartan, I was going at him, and that's how me and John Flint went to another whole day. Cause Key Green, that's my guy, Saginaw High.
Yeah.
And Key Green was just, cool. He didn't want to battle with nobody. He was just posting about sport. And John Flint just went to attacking him. And he was a loose cannon, bro. I'm reading it. I'm looking at it. I'm like, Key Green, like, nah, bro, chill out. And I'm reading. I'm like, man, he wants somebody to battle. Fuck it. I give him somebody. I say, Key Green, back up, bro. I got this. Leave my boy alone.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you who I used to like to read y'all's. I don't even want to say beef, but just debates. It would be Dev and Bulls, or Dev and you, or even you and Mr. Bulls right here, Jeff.
Oh yeah, me and Jeff had some classes going.
Y'all had some super. I mean, bro, the difference between like our, the trolling and the intelligent debates is obvious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You guys were having real sports intellectual talk where you could learn something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And, that's how when we first started, that's how the group was, man. Art used to come at me so hard with stats. I swear I had to hurry up and go Google and come back. Then I'll try to Google real quick and come back, so he'll be like, "Oh, you've been gone so long, you must have been Googling." So I try to hurry up, read real quick, hurry up and go and drop my comment. Yeah, he shot 35%. Then I go look and check it and go back, and I'm like, I hope he don't be like, "Where you been?"
Right.
And me and Jeff used to,
that boy Robert Billow, man.
Oh yeah, Billow. Oh, bro. I ain't heard from Billow in so long. I hope you all right.
Yeah, I was wondering. I thought maybe he blocked me or something. I was like, man, I ain't do nothing to my dog. You know what I'm saying?
I think he ain't been on, man. I think he been off. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah,
Sounds good, dog.
Shout out to Billow.
For sure.
Shout out to Billo.
And them bum Irish.
Man.
Yeah, for real. Me and him used to go at about Kobe and Michael Jordan, man. That was our topic right there. But you know,
Kobe or Curry, you know what I mean?
Bro,
you big chef guy. So
yeah, big chef.
Hey, I remember when Billo came in, he went at everybody because he was trying to make a name for himself real quick. That's how mostly everybody when they came in, they trying to make a name for themselves. They was coming in hard. Right. And Billo attacked me one day. This was so long ago. This was before they was dropping pics in, memes really. And I ended up, we battling with words, and I started hitting him with pictures. And he was like, bro, you lucky I don't know how to do that yet. So I had the fighting chicken picture up.
Yeah.
And I was just hitting him with pictures. I wasn't even typing no more. I was just hitting him with pictures. He was like, I quit.
Hey, we went through so many different trends, man. Like, you know what I mean? Different trolling tactics. I used to hit Humes. Humes would say something crazy. You know what I mean? I'd be like, all right, it's poll time. You know what I mean? I hit him with a poll. Like, it's just the craziest comment y'all ever seen. He used to be so pissed.
Hey, Humes was soldier, man, because everybody
man. I give him love for that. Yeah, he ain't run, he ain't back down. He took a lot of beatings. He took a lot of beatings, bro. Yeah. I think everybody in the group at one time was going at Humes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he was like number one, like for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Duck was the enemy number one.
I think he still hold the record for most memes made about him.
Oh,
like, different pictures. You know what I mean? That LeBron Humes picture, man.
That's it, LeBron. That's what I was going to say. Oh man, I must have cried about that for at least a week, man. At least a week, bro.
I ain't gonna lie. The most embarrassing one I felt where I thought he was gonna quit was that Brokeback Mountain one.
That one too. Yep.
I felt bad. I wanted to delete that picture and say, no, we ain't gonna do that, bro.
That was tough.
Yeah, he was so mad about that picture. He went on my personal page and got a picture.
Hey, it didn't do no numbers, but I remember that.
Yeah.
That's why that rule came in. Like that's when that rule came in. It's like, nah, you can't go to people's personal pages. That's how mad he was. He's like, I got to do something.
You had to. Only the rules of sports. So we had our unwritten rules.
Yeah,
but everybody knew what you bring in the sports talk can be used against you in sports talk.
Sir.
And so you couldn't just go on people's personal page and come back and be like, look at his weird ears. No, we wasn't doing that back then. It started kind of when it did kick in. I think it got out of control once it started going to that level. People going on people's personal pages.
I think somebody grabbed some kids. I think somebody brought some kids into it before. And all that
that's something.
Yeah.
We had to put a stop to that real quick.
Yeah,
but you know what I mean? I forget old boy, man. I can't remember his name, but dude, he came in. I think it's from Ohio. He had like
the shotgun.
Yeah. Man. Hey, once you bring it in, you're gonna get blazed, though.
That was over Dre B.
Yeah, he was tripping. He was tripping, bro.
He was tripping. Dre, you remember that? I remember that so vividly, bro. I think I was going at Dre B. Yeah. And dude tried to come in and help Dre B. And Dre B was like, I think I remember Dre B was like, yo, bro, this we cool. This my dog. And I was like, who is this dude, man? What you doing? So I started attacking him. Man. Boom. I'm hitting him.
Damn.
And he got so mad, bro. He put a picture of himself with a gun and some glasses. And next thing you know, I think Monique said something and John said something.
One grabbed his car, about to start making record memes on the dude, all kind of stuff, man. Hey, I stepped away. When I seen everybody get, I said, all right.
And he did too, because Dre B seen it. Dre B was the main guy. It was me and Dre B at it. And I don't know if anybody knew how that originated, them pick wars, because that's when Brandon Blair and all them came in, his cousins. They didn't probably even know how it originated, but it originated because me and Dre was going at it, and dude came in like, "Hey, Dre, I got him." I know you don't. You don't know who you don't know what I do, bro.
I think he was in Texas. He was in Texas, bro.
Yeah, he was in Texas.
He had got so mad to where it was like getting personal or whatever. And
yeah,
I actually hit him up because I know some people. He was in Waco, so I know some people in Waco. And
I think he wanted to come find me, and I was like, "Hey,
I said, bro, you need to chill because I know people that can come to knock on your door. So chill, bro." And
bro,
I remember.
I think me and you inboxed that, and I was like, "Bro, he don't really know where I come from and what I've been into, bro. He better leave me alone." We ain't gonna talk like that on here, but me and Dre B inboxed about that. I was like, "You coming on here showing guns and stuff, bro? You don't even know. You better chill." And I was out there then. We going too far. Hey, this good J Jack.
Yes, sir.
Hey, but he put that picture of his gun, and I think he thought it was gonna shut me up. And I went off on him. So then he threw some picture of him with some money, and then that car, and Twine grabbed it, and it was on.
Oh my God, bro!
Twine dropped that Mimi on him. Couple more people on him. I think about 30 people jumped on him. I didn't even have to say nothing no more. I kind of backed up.
He had Michigan on him. He had Michigan State on him. He had everybody on him. Everybody was on him.
The whole group. Hey, it remind me. I bet you. I know y'all remember this because y'all my sports talk OGs. If anybody remember, y'all gonna remember it. Y'all remember that cat that came in and we was all going nuts. We was all going nuts on somebody. We was all wilding, and he was like, he put in there like, "How I get out of this group? I can't get out of this group. I want to get out of this group."
He got it before he got out too.
Yeah, I swear about 100 people tagged him.
It'd be so funny, man, because other people will come in like, "Don't let him go yet."
It's like, don't kick him out.
Man, I would get like 4 or 5 invites. Don't let him go yet. Don't let him go yet. We're gonna get him.
Sports Talk was vicious then, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You had to hold your own. If you come in there showing weakness, you getting 8.
Man, yeah, that's what you had to do. I mean, you had to come in there. You know what I mean? You had to make a name for yourself. You know what I mean? If you complained about the group, that was like, here come everybody. Boom. Like, you couldn't
everybody
about the group.
Right.
It's almost like, Fight Club. The number one rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club. It's just what
don't talk about Fight Club. And that's what made it so great. It was a sports talk family. You know what I mean? It ain't as much like that. It's still close knit, but it ain't like it used to be. It was like sports talk family. I don't care if I was on a page beefing about Michigan and Michigan State. If I seen like the whole group, wait a minute, hold on, I'm coming over there. I'm coming on this page to see what you talking about the group? Oh no, you ain't gonna talk about the group.
Yeah, I mean, it's a different level. You know what I mean? Like, I could be over here as a Lions fan. Cats going at Calvin Johnson. You know what I mean? Humes, Space Age.
Coming at us.
Yeah, they coming at us on that. Then you go to the whole next, whole nother topic, a whole nother post, 2 posts down. And you have another fight. So
whole nother fight.
Back and forth. You know what I mean? Like,
you got somebody
3 fights going on.
Man, for real. You be like, damn, somebody arguing about the draft. Why y'all? I remember who was that? I can't remember. They was mad at us because we didn't get Dalvin Cook.
Oh,
and we ended up having a beef about that on 1 minute. We talking about sports on another one. Somebody was trying to kick up a baseball argument on another one. It's like, which one am I go to?
Hey, I got a question because you done brought up the Lions.
Go ahead, bro.
Y'all saw about how much cap space we had and all that, how they freed up like what was it, like 26 million or something like that?
Yep, something like that.
Yeah.
Y'all think that they're gonna be able to work anything in free agency this year? Or is it gonna be strictly just going off draft? Because we don't really get good free agents, to be honest with you.
I don't see it.
They
gonna hold it.
A little something. It ain't gonna be no
big name
splash. it'll be somebody, you know what I mean, like a Allen Robinson or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, somebody like that could really help us. I mean, we do need a number one receiver. So
right.
Yeah.
And I do think,
But
I mean, he the type that would come in. You know what I mean? I don't think people, you know, when we what's his name? We got from Seattle.
shout out Laval. See, he said, "What up, fellas?" Shout out Laval, homie.
What up,
What up, bro?
Wilson.
The
body Wagner.
Who we got some years back? Who
from Seattle.
Wide receiver from Seattle.
You talking about Golden Tate?
Yeah, Tate.
Oh,
Tate was that type of signing. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't.
But you know
like,
what?
Oh my God!
Wasn't he was with Schwartz though? He came when Schwartz Schwartz got him.
Yeah.
See, Schwartz was an aggressive free agent type of coach. I think before free agency even was just started, when it struck 1 minute, he was at their door.
Yeah.
I mean, outside their house for real. Like, hey, come on with the Lions.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We don't got that kind of aggressive free agent. They thinking more, I think they gonna try to fill depth bench. They gonna get some depth type guys, but they ain't finna get like no guy that you say like a Odell Beckham type. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
win in that position.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, if you remember, you know what I mean, you know, Odell was coming off, you know, kind of a rough Cleveland situation. So that's why the Rams got him for cheap. You know what I mean?
But think about it though. With that situation, Lions ain't too far away from that type of situation. He wanted to go to a championship. Most of these free agents want to go to a championship team, and we far from that right now.
Yeah, we ain't gonna get the top ones. You know, you can forget about the Adams, Devontae Adams. You know what I mean? Them ones.
Not this year.
No, we ain't even in that ballpark. I think we gonna come down to the middle. You know what I mean? I think, you know, like I said, the Allen Robinsons, maybe a Godwin from Tampa Bay. Them the ones that we probably in the conversation for. We probably still won't get either one of them, but I think those are the ones that we in the conversation for.
I'm more concerned that they don't sign somebody for a 3-4 year deal and they don't do what they was doing at the team they came from. Yeah. That we get stuck in a long-term contract. Long as that don't happen, I'm all right.
I would rather, you know, to me, what I've been watching over the years with the Lions is that we'll get like a free agent, what we might say is a big sign, but he's on the tail end of his career. And then he just coming to collect some checks. You know what I'm saying? So from what I've seen, just even from last year and a couple of trades that they did make, I think it would be better if they do go talent-wise in the draft and then get some of these guys off of.
Got to keep building through the draft.
You know what I mean? I know we talked. I didn't talk, but I was typing to you last time and I couldn't type fast enough. Jay Jack, are you serious about the Lions and seeing improvement? And I did. You know, I was serious. Now I was pissed off. The whole 0-7.
I remember that. I think you was ready to jump off the bandwagon.
I jump off the bandwagon twice, 18 times a season, bro. But I still, since y'all didn't know me, I do that. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, Jeff, he jumped off the bandwagon. There was a trampoline on the ground. He jumped right, he walked right back.
I get slack. I get slack from y'all, bro. But let me tell you something down here in Dallas, man. I've been in Dallas since 1986. Okay, damn. I didn't just move to Dallas. I've been in Dallas since 1986. Now, everybody down here know I'm a Detroit Lions fan. Okay, you don't think that I hear it all the time because I talk football. I talk all football sports, right? And they be like, "Your team." I be like, "Well, I'm a Lions fan." They be like,
"Yeah, I can bet."
You know what I mean? And so I get it all the time, man. I get it all the time.
I mean, it's hard. It's hard. I definitely in the South because the South is kind of. I hate to say it. South gonna probably beat me up for this, but they more bandwagon. You know what I mean? So you're gonna have like Arkansas right now don't have an NFL team. Right. You know, so you're gonna see Cowboys fans. I mean, in Arkansas, you're gonna see New Orleans fans. You're gonna see Carolina fans. You know what I'm saying? And if you're going to Dallas, all of Dallas is not Dallas Cowboy fans. They fans of other teams in there too. Yeah. So, you know, in the South is more like in Michigan, you a Lions fan, and if you ain't a Lions fan, dog, you finna catch hell most of the time from somebody that if you ain't a Lions fan and you in Detroit, you gonna catch hell.
Right. Yeah.
So they might just look at you like, what the hell? But they ain't finna give you the hell that, like, damn, why you not a Dallas Cowboys fan? You should be a Cowboy.
So it's funny. It's funny you say that about the South being bandwagon, especially here in Dallas.
Don't quote me, bro. You trying to get me whooped on?
Hey, I'm just going over her, bro. because one of my biggest beefs with Cowboys fans is that everything about a Cowboy is what they represent Dallas for, right? I'm gonna talk about Dallas, not Texas. Dallas Cowboy fans always talk about this D-Town, that Dallas Cowboys, they rep D-Town, blah, blah, blah. So I'll be like, oh, so you a Mavs fan, right? They don't be Mavs fans. They be Miami fans. They be LeBron fans. They be Laker fans. They be everything but the Mavs, because guess what? The Mavs only got 1 championship and 2 appearances.
There you go.
And so I always call people out on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, I don't want to hear that.
They don't want to hear it.
You ain't loyal to the soil. I say, I'm the reason why I still represent the Lions is because, first of all, it's one of my favorite teams growing up as a kid, right?
Yeah.
And so was the Michigan Wolverines. My mom was a Michigan Wolverine fan, and the Detroit Lions was the only team that I really saw. That's all I saw. Them and the Redskins. That's all I remember watching. And so I kept that with me. I was like, no, I'm going to take this with me. This is who I'm riding with. That's who I roll with. You know what I mean? But they don't do it like that. So
nah. They say they do, but like you said, they gonna put that 5-point star on, but when it come to the Mavs, you know what I mean, they gonna act like they don't see them until they win a championship. When Rick Carlisle had them, I think they when Dirk Nowitzki was there, they was all riding.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying. And then as soon as they fell down, it was like, whoop, we down to
Spurs fans,
Right.
Yeah, but y'all don't quote us on that though.
They come after me. I'm ready. Hey, what you always hit Dallas Cowboy fans with, who always throw up the 5 trophies, is say, they had 1 year where they won 1 game, okay? And I tell them, I say, who did they beat? And they be like, I don't know. You didn't watch. I went through 0-16. You know what I'm saying? I know about 0-16. I watched not every game, but as many as I could. I lost some money on the Thanksgiving game when Tennessee mopped us up. I had 28 points. Oh, $200 on that game. You know what I mean?
Damn.
So, you can be there when the things are good, but what about when things are bad? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So you don't know everything. You know what I mean?
Exactly. That's what me and Jeff used to be banging with a lot of cats about in there, about that bandwagon. You know what I'm saying? Especially, when it comes to college,
man,
you had to see, the group was based on being able to separate your feelings. You know what I mean? And even though I'm a Michigan State, that's how me and John Flint stayed at it a lot of times too, because I'm a Michigan State fan and a Piston fan. And he automatically say, "Oh, you don't like Magic, huh?" I'm like, bro, Magic a Laker now. I'm always love him as a Spartan, but not as a Laker.
Right.
I don't have to root for him as a Laker, bro. I'm happy to see him succeed, and he an ambassador for the Spartans. But whenever he say Spartans, I'm riding with him. But when he get to talking Lakers, turn the other way.
That ain't your business.
I'm tired. So a lot of them cats couldn't separate their feelings, and that's when y'all both know, when your feelings get to show on their sports talk, sharks get to eat.
You be better off leaving.
Go log off, walk around a little bit. Get you a couple about 5 cigarettes right quick, and come on back once you get yourself situated.
Man. Hey Dre, I want to, I know you're down in Texas, man. So I know you closer to it. So what do you think about the Deshaun Watson situation?
I'm happy for Deshaun, bro. I feel like in this world that we live in, as men, especially as black men, we got the target on our back. And what happens a lot of times in high profile athletes, for sure, you know, they target it, man, and they try to set him up. Me personally, I didn't think that he did it anyway. Okay, now when I say did it, I'm talking about the sexual assault stuff. Now the other things, yeah, he did. He went in there, he probably got his little rocks off, but there's nothing illegal about that. You know what I mean? So I'm happy that he's good, bro. Like real talk, I'm happy that.
Yeah. I mean, the way this game, life. Because I don't know if y'all see what Chris Brown got that situation going too. You know what I mean? A lady was suing him for rape, and he had to pull up the receipts because she left voicemails. She left voicemails talking about you had the best D I ever had, and when I'm gonna see you again, and I guess when he played it, I think on Twitter, he was on there. The lawyer that was defending the lady, she walked away from the case because the lady didn't tell her about all that.
Of course not.
So I don't fit your storyline.
Yeah. So they're gonna get crucified most of the time once it's said, but they are here in America, especially. I hate to say it, black people, you're gonna be guilty before proven innocent.
Yes, sir.
It's backwards sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to disapprove any lady from saying I got daughters, you know what I mean? But some of you ladies, man, gotta keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get that bread with these NFL and players, man. Back up. Leave it alone. Try to destroy a name and get you some bread. Keep it 100. If you enjoyed it, if you brung it on, don't run with it like I'm gonna get some money out this nigga. You know what I mean?
That's the messed up part is they is getting some bread. You know what I mean? He bring you in as a quote unquote masseuse.
Right.
Yeah. You ain't got nan certificate on your wall. You know what it is. You know what I mean? You're a masseuse.
And they messing it up for the
IG model or some shit. Like, come on, man. Like, you know what it is. You know why he bring you in. And he gonna leave a little something on the nightstand. You know what I mean?
Yes,
that's your bread. You know what I mean? And
it's sad but true.
You messing up your bread by telling or trying to do something weird instead of just, hey, you know what I mean? I'll see you next time. You know what I mean? He probably dropped you a couple stacks. You know what I mean? So take your stacks. Come back the next time. Get your stacks again. You know what I mean? Why would you mess up your bread?
Yeah.
Trying to be slick to try to get a bigger bag. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's crazy.
There you go. And that's basically it, because I mean they mess it up for the, it's real women that have been through real hard problems, situations of rape, and I hate to say the word, but it's real life. It's real women that have been through it, and I hate to see other women kind of make it where people won't believe the people that really been through it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, and it's them women that, and it's some women that they thinking about money, not physical hurt or pain. They want money, and it's real women that done went through it. And that's hard getting, getting backlash for it because now people think they want the money.
Right.
And they really got a real story. But since everybody, so many of them fabricated for money, now their story is hard to believe. That ain't even, that makes the game twisted.
It ain't fair. It ain't fair all the way around the board.
It's crazy, man. But,
Go ahead, Jeff.
No, I was just going to say, man, I'm glad, that he on the other side of it. I imagine it's probably still going to be some type of civil cases. You know what I mean? It's probably a couple of them ain't going to let it go. You know what I mean? Right. They still see dollar signs. You know what I mean? So, of course, civil case, you don't have to really prove as much as you do in a criminal case. You know what I mean? So, they're going to fight and get a couple dollars and keep on moving. I'm just glad he got that criminal stuff out the way. You know what I mean? So, he got to write a couple checks. Okay.
Yeah, it's a tough situation altogether. You know what I mean? I feel like if he did it, you know what I mean, that's foul. But if it's something different and it's leaks and all that, man, y'all can't just crucify the man if it ain't been proven, or you can't just say it was because words said it. You know, man, it's crazy, man. If you go back in our history, that's how the Klan used to kill so many black people, men especially. White women say, "Hey, he did it," and they go hunting him down, and not knowing they had a relationship. They was doing it on. They was loving each other until a mama caught her.
Right.
Exactly. So I mean,
so you hate to see that.
Yeah, but now he on the other side. You bringing it back to the sports.
Yes,
where y'all think he gonna go?
Man, I heard that. So I just heard that Philadelphia's what's his boy named Hurts? He removed quarterback of Philadelphia Eagles off of his Twitter account or something like that. I'm in that Houston group, so they be saying little things like that. I saw that somewhere. I know Miami was in play for a while before, so that could still be a possibility. I don't know, but wherever he goes, it's gonna be nice.
It's gonna be nice. Selfishly, I wish my own lines was in the mix, but we know that's probably not the case. Yeah. But of course, then you got and I tease my Pittsburgh homies because they convinced they gonna get him. You know what I mean? So
I seen somewhere. I can't see what team it was. I don't know if it was the Commanders, Washington. I think it was Washington. Said they're gonna go all in on him. So they said they gonna try to do whatever they can to get him.
Oh, that's Dan Snyder. Dan Snyder gonna roll the dice. You know what I mean? He gonna. He'll give him the Statue of Liberty if he could.
They just got Carson Wentz too, so maybe that could be a bargaining chip. For give them a bridge, bridging quarterback to their next one. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. He didn't. Man, speaking of that, that's crazy. That's a crazy situation too. Washington gonna pay his whole salary. Like he's due like $28 million this year, and a roster bonus. They gonna pay it all. They like we need a quarterback. So
man, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, he gonna do it. Because he got sexual assault. I mean, I ain't gonna say sexual assault, but he got problems on that sexual tip too. Yeah. And
Wentz?
No, Dan Snyder.
Oh, okay.
Women accusing him. So he gonna try to, as long as the Commanders losing, the more pressure gonna be on him, and the more things gonna come out on him.
He's trying to put a distraction out there, like, hey, we got a new quarterback. He was in that mix with what's his name that got fired from the Raiders. Gruden. Gruden. They was looking at Snyder's emails for what he was doing, and he got caught up in that. You know what I mean? It wasn't even. They wasn't even looking for him.
Right. Like I said, if they really doing it, you got to get them. If it's some money just to get money, you can't believe everything. But hey, some of it is real. You know what I mean? Yeah. So if he out there trying to be, I'm Mr. Billionaire, and they like, well, come on, and you can't. They knew what it was. That was money. Right. But if he really was going out there and roofies and all that, hey man, dog, I don't got no respect for no dude doing that. Snatch him up. I don't care if any nigga say, "Oh man, Jack, man, fuck that." No. Excuse my language. This for Apple and everything.
Hey man, right is right, wrong is wrong, and when you do something wrong, you should be held accountable for it.
Man, that's all it is on both sides.
Yeah,
if she wrong just because of money, man, come on, man, y'all can't just slap him on the wrist and say, you accused him, go home. Just go home. You should get a little time for that because that ain't right.
Gonna tap me 60 to 90 days real quick. That's light. I would give him more than that. As many dudes that it did. It was a football player, college or something. He was locked up like 8-9 years or something. For false allegations. He get out and it's like that's a lifetime for somebody, man. His whole career, that's money gone. That's your persona, everything.
Everything, bro. And that's why I say you start giving them time for false accusations, then the real accusations can get more highlighted. You know what I mean? The people that's actually got real accusations, the women that's really been harmed in here can get they due diligence. But as long as you got all the false accusations all around the place, it make it hard for the real accusations. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, you got somebody doing false accusation and somebody get 8 years and they say, I'm sorry, it wasn't even him. And you say, you can go home. You did wrong. You gave that man 8 years, but go home. What?
Shouldn't be
bro. 8 years in the can is a long time. And it's, day for day, if you think about it, it's for somebody to live that long through that stuff. First of all.
And no, they ain't do it.
And then you didn't even do it. So imagine if you don't make it through the 8 years. Any day could be your last day, and you're an innocent person. And this has happened, obviously, and people get locked up, and they done died in prison, bro, and they didn't do it.
or they got out, and you know what I mean, they were still messed up. You know, your
mentally
routers, you know what I mean. You know, they locked
he
that
got
cat
messed
up.
bro.
He never even had a trial. He was in Rikers for 3 years.
Wait, who was this?
Believe what a Browder?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember his story. I posted about it. It was like good 7 years. It was a while ago though. He's a young dude.
Yeah, he was like, he wasn't even 20, I believe.
Yeah, backpack school, yeah.
And most of that time he was in solitary. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
He was in solitary for he got out, he couldn't shake it, man. He killed himself.
Yeah.
Hey, let me see who
is this, man?
Say this nigga Dre out here speaking well, fresh out of sports talk rehab and shit.
Gotta be Marco. Gotta be Marco.
That sound like him.
What's up, baby?
Hold on, bro.
Hey, boy, crazy, man.
I gotta go. I'm looking now. They gotta be Marco, man.
Yeah.
Yep, it's Marco.
It's Marco.
What up, bro?
Fresh out of sports talk.
Shout out to Marco, man. Marco
shout out
to Marco.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's what's up. Congratulations, bro.
Yeah. What happened?
Yeah, Marco getting married this year.
Oh, that's what's up, man.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's what's up.
For sure. Well, you know, this show wouldn't be a show, especially with Dre on there. I gotta tee it up for you. What's your thoughts on these Lakers, man?
Hey, I missed them days, bro.
Damn, bro. This is the greatest basketball season in the history of basketball. Look, bro, these dudes started off, the preliminary favorites to get to the big show and win. They was number 2 behind the Nets or whatever. They big dog LeBron and got all the people he want on the squad, and for them to lose like they've been losing, I love it. I absolutely love it. Now check this out. I want everybody to understand something.
Yeah,
I respect the Lakers organization as an elite organization of NBA franchises, right? It's Boston, it's the Lakers. Miami's a good organization, but over time, they're a good spot. But for LeBron to be there and losing and closing it out, this is like double for me. Double thing for me. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. I say keep it up, Russ. Y'all know I was a big Russell Westbrook fan.
Oh, man.
And I was wrong about Russ, okay?
Bro, we used to go at it about Russell, too. You and Charles Hill. I used to go at it with every day about Russell. Yeah. This was 7-8 years ago, and I tried to tell y'all.
It was.
It was so long
ago. But in my defense, though, JJ, he wasn't a bum like he is right now, back then.
I just seen it coming, though.
Well, y'all saw it coming. I was like, no, he's going to get better. Even Bill was like, he's stupid. He'll never get better. And he has not got better. He has not got better.
He's satisfied.
Man, shout out to Charles Hill, man. That's a name. That was another one, man.
Yeah, he's another one.
Bro, man, every time I went at Russell Westbrook, there go Charles Hill. Bro.
Yeah, that was all.
Stayed at it with him. Stayed at it. How you always attacking my Pistons, but I can't say nothing about Russell Westbrook or KD?
You couldn't say nothing about Russ. You couldn't say nothing about UCLA.
Yeah.
He can talk about Michigan and everything else, but we can't say nothing about bum ass brew.
Bro, how that work?
Crazy.
And then while we all beefing with him and stuff going at it, he got some under the rug operations trying to run.
Get on the money train.
Using sports talk to make money. I ain't even know about it until they hit the fan. Everybody like, I want my money. Like, what's going on?
Hey, he owed me some money off a bet. I forgot somebody's supposed to get the MVP. And he'll like to talk down on people because he's so smart. And I actually was right. The person that he said was the MVP didn't, and he owed me money, but he didn't like me so much that he gave the money to what's my boy name? Mike Samuels. He gave it to him. I was like, man, I don't even care, but yeah, be mad.
Yeah, old Chuck still got some old outstanding debts out here.
Yeah, for real. What up? That's all I said. What up, said? Salute, bro.
Said OG. What up?
That's Pastor said.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, I'm gonna ask you this one though. I knew there was so many memorable moments in sports talk to me, and I feel like y'all got same type of memorable moments. But what's your most memorable moment or beef? Besides being your head on LeBron, what was your most memorable moment where you couldn't turn off sports talk? You just had to see what was going on.
Okay, so not involved in it, but seeing what was going on. I'm gonna let you go first, Jeff.
I mean, either one, you know what I mean? But it was for you, Drake. Well, I mean, either one.
All right, I'm gonna be honest with you. My most heated beef was with Sean Holmes.
Oh yeah, right? We already know that.
Yeah.
I ain't want to know the most heated one. I know that one.
Okay. Yeah, okay. You know, it was interesting for me too, though. I learned a lot from that. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a strategic move on my part. I sat in the bushes on Sean for a long time. I let him talk about my Michigan boys. I let him get on my Michigan people. I let him do it for a long time before I was like, all right, let me go ahead and open up this can and let's get it. You know what I mean? I do feel like I kind of came out on top of that. I'm not tripping on it. You know what I mean? Because to me, it's mental warfare. I played chess my whole life. You know, 10 moves ahead of somebody. I already know where things are going. You know what I mean? Yeah, that was definitely that's for me. That was mine.
Yeah, that was probably your most heated, most active. And that was a spinoff of other beefs. Yeah. And y'all had me like in the middle because y'all both my dogs. You know, mostly everybody's sports talk family to me. You know what I mean? Even when we beef. But I used to be in both of y'all inboxes like dog.
For sure. And Jeff was in it, you know, not in it, but he was a mediator on it too. You know, so it was definitely wild. But you know, I'm gonna say this. I don't have any beef with anybody, no personal things with anybody right now. I was in a different place back then too. Like you said, you was in the house with the lights off and aggravated. You feel me? So I was in a whole different spot. You feel me? And and now I still piss people off. They want to meet me, they want to see me, and I laugh it off. I'm like, bro, I ain't tripping on none of that, man. You know, this is where I'm at. Want to see me? Come get a haircut, have a drink with me. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. So it ain't that serious. You know what I mean? It's just
for sure. Yeah, I couldn't even put that up there, DeMarco. I know you said
that's what I was laughing at. I seen Marco.
What do you say?
Him and said, man. Him and said is like
him and said in the comments beefing again.
Them dudes been beefing since about 4th grade, man. Straight up.
Hey, they bring life to sports talk. I love them too, man.
I love it.
Oh man. I don't know. I can't. I would probably say my memorable. I don't think I've ever had beefs, but I would say my most active.
Been beefing since '83.
My most active, back and forth was probably with Space Age.
You show. I just knew you was gonna say T. Lee.
Yeah, that could be.
Yeah, you know what? It's very entertaining, Jeff.
That's kind of outside. That's inside sports talk and out. T. Lee just.
That's why I said that was going. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be like, damn, is this sports talk? T. Lee on his ass.
I'm on his page and T. Lee messing with that thing.
And you be talking about some politics and he come in this. I'm like, damn, T. Lee, calm down, bro.
Yeah.
So that's why I thought you was gonna say that. I was sitting there like, I know you can say T. Lee. He say Space Age. I'm like,
T. Lee a different dude, man. He a cool cat. I think T. Lee be bored, man. So that's probably why I just kind of discounted because I know he'd be bored. He'd be at work. You know what I mean? He'd be like, all right, I'm finna mess with him. So
he used to be
I would say, me and Space on on Calvin Johnson because he used to.
It was some battles though. Yeah.
He used to stay on Calvin. You know what I mean?
I think
him and Humes really, call him a tight end. You know what I mean?
But I think that was when Space Age was a Atlanta Falcons fan. Then before he was a Saints fan.
And that was how we would go back and forth. Like, you don't even know who you rooting for right now. You like your Falcons contract ran out. You a Saints fan now. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So that's what got him to saying, I got a new contract, a new team. He had to give it up. So
yeah. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
I got another one for you.
What you got?
About this. I was sick the next day coming back in Sports Talk, and I wasn't the only one. This is for the Michigan fan base. When we lost on that punt return.
Oh man.
We had a field day. And
we had to show up. We had to come. You can't not come to Sports Talk.
Yeah, you gotta come.
You gotta come in and face the heat.
Oh, bro.
You gotta walk the Green Mile. You gotta walk the Green Mile. Hey, Lance can shout out to Lance. Lance can tell you I was at Lance's house watching that game. And you know what I mean? It looked like we had it in the bag. Lance was like, no, all y'all gotta do, y'all punt it off, y'all good, y'all gonna win. I'm like, we gotta get the punt off. I told him that. I said, we gotta get the punt off. And when it happened, I ain't say nothing. I just staring at the screen. And then I walked out his house. Then I had to come back because I left my phone. That's how blanked out I was. So I come back, he walking out the house laughing. Here go your phone. And I still didn't say nothing. I ain't say nothing for about 2 hours.
Hey, bro, that was like the greatest time in Spartan history, bro. Because them was the times when we was battling y'all and y'all was so arrogant. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because
that was our first year. So
and that's what made it so great.
Yeah.
That's what made it so great.
We was coming, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's what made it so great because y'all was like Harbaugh here. We finna Spartans ain't got a chance. Harbaugh's the greatest. You know what I mean? Woo, woo, woo. And then y'all was back in then when I think it was Hokie had just left. Y'all was finding little things to clown about, but y'all ain't had that confidence. Y'all be like, oh, y'all going to an Outback Bowl. That ain't nothing. Then the next year, y'all in the Outback Bowl. Like, hey, we in the Outback Bowl. You remember that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We was clowning on it, you know what I mean? Like, hey, y'all going to the Bloomin' Onion Bowl, you know what I mean?
And the next year, y'all in it. It's the greatest
right back
ever.
In
We good.
It's the Outback Bowl. And then when that kickoff happened, it was like it was either one way or it was one way or the other. It was gonna be either a tide turner where Michigan State is running away with with everything, or Michigan State saying, hey, no. So when that happened, it was like, whoo, because they gonna act a nut. We knew if y'all won that game, y'all was gonna act a nut. We were gonna see a whole bunch of people jumping out the bushes. Go Wolverines. Harbaugh first year, I knew if y'all won that game, we wasn't gonna never hear the end of
it.
Man.
Never.
Yeah.
So that was the greatest. That was the great. And my man got hurt in that game, broke his hip.
Yeah, I heard he broke his hip or something.
Yeah, doing the celebration. Jalen Watts Jackson.
Man.
You know your baby remember him?
Mm-hmm.
Shout out Jalen Watts Jackson. My
God.
Tough, yeah. It was some great battles. I mean, from basketball, football, Michigan State battles was like at the top in there. You know what I mean? Now you got Ohio State and Michigan going at it a lot more. I think Michigan State kind of died down a little bit because neither squad's really that confident. The battle like that, we don't went through so many wars of battling. It's like you battle hard and then the next game you lose, so you like, damn, I ain't even finna battle with
them. Yeah. Plus, I think we got, we finally, we finally got some Ohio State cats that actually stay in there and talk. You know what I mean? Because Miles to add about 200 Ohio State fans, and none of them was will talk. I think they get in there, they look around like, oh no.
They want to smoke.
Yeah, they see how it was.
He'll add 5 more. He like, oh, I got some killers that's coming. And they wouldn't say nothing either.
They like these dudes talking hard.
Yeah. Like, nah. He would tag them and everything. Like, my boy in here. My boy in here. Nah. Wouldn't even say nothing.
Hey, I remember when Miles came in too. He found out quick because he got like 30 people jumped on his head real quick.
Yeah, he got it.
Miles stand up dude though, man. I know y'all know Miles personally.
Oh yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah,
that's my dude, man. That's dude. Hey, but he caught it when he came in, and then
he caught it.
What I always give him a hard time about is that he brought Sean in thinking he was gonna do something, and we jumped on him too. We jumped on him too.
Man, it been so many memorable moments. Like he said greatest beef was when Robert Billow went to Michigan spring game and he had Notre Dame fan. Hey,
it wasn't no beef,
bro.
It was just on his head.
Bro, those type of things was essential to not do in the group. You know what I'm saying? Just you couldn't do it. Like I remember when we used to get on what's bro name? Damn, Simo.
Yeah,
we used to get on Simo head because he went to Michigan State spring game.
Oh.
I think 2 years in a row. I think he went last year too.
Yeah.
And he'd be like, I was representing Western. Like, no, bro, I ain't falling for that. You was at Michigan State, bro. So when you see something like that, when Robert Billow, I looked at the picture too, like, dog, is that Robert Billow?
Yeah, he was saying them, I think.
Yeah, it was like,
he was with us. He was with us. Yeah, he was with me, Rondell.
Dev.
Wow.
Yeah, he was with us.
He ain't had no Notre Dame gear on or nothing.
Funny thing is, you can see in the picture, he thought about it. He tried to step off to the side.
He was off to the side a little bit. He was like, it's too late. We see you, bro. Those kind of things, man, those things was essential. Just like you remember when JCJ got that picture with Nick Saban. They would not let him live that.
And we wasn't supposed to let him make it.
Nah. When you do something like that, man, you got to take it. You got to take that.
I'm like, damn, JCJ, I know that, man. He a great coach, bro, but you know what they finna do to you, bro?
Man, Sean stayed on his head for that picture.
How you gonna beef with Sean and then take a picture with his coach?
Come on, bro. You bopping on the coach, man. Come on, man.
Man,
I ain't gonna talk about JC.
Said he was on him too.
Oh yeah.
Like, bro, you know what you doing?
Man. Man, but we was on the good side of we had the punt game, we was on the bad side. Right. We was on the good side in the Michigan Notre Dame game when Denard Robinson made that last second pass. It was at that game in the big house.
Yeah.
And he called me. He called me. Said one of the few that send a message through somebody to Sports Talk, so I gotta go in there. Say forget all y'all.
Yeah. Say that's like me taking a picture with Puffy and I'm a Tupac and Outlaw fan. Exactly. Bro. Man, bro,
it's been so many, man. So many.
That's what made it so great, because it was like whatever you bring into the group can and will be used against you. I don't know if he had just put that on his personal page or what, but once it made it into Sports Talk, bro, just don't even fight it. Don't even fight it. I ain't even gonna lie, because I remember me and Tito was at it. My guy Tito, he was like, "You was a Michigan fan." I'm like, "Bro, what the hell?" I'm thinking like, I know I ain't no picture of me with no Michigan gear on, bro. But my only thing was I went to a Michigan football camp 2 years in a row when I was playing in high school. but ain't no pictures out.
I know some people, man. I'm gonna do some digging now.
We ain't take no pictures. I don't think. I hope not.
Gotta take a picture at the camp. Probably. We gotta do some CSI work.
Hey, I'm in the back with only my head out there. Hey, but that's why, bro, real talk. I was always weary, even when I'm on my individual page, like, don't nobody go and get nothing and bring in the sports talk, bro. Please don't. You know what I mean? Like, even if I'm showing love to another squad, y'all gonna do it and take it the wrong way and twist it.
Hey, I mean, that's just part of it, man. I done lost, I done won some, lost some, the profile pick bets.
Oh, bro.
The lost them, man. You gotta have a whole Spartan on your joint.
I think the best
that was a big good memory too. Me and Macho had one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I lost. I want to say it was that 2015 game. I want to say it was that one. And he sent me a picture to put up for a week. He didn't go too hard on me though. But
last year, Mike Jennings had one. I went on his page and I gave it to him when I seen it.
Mike from the L. He from the Lancers, so his homies at home got him.
Yeah, man. We can talk about sports talk, man. It was all them years, bro. Like I say, Michigan State. Like when we go at it, it was so many of y'all. I can't even name all y'all. It was like me, Rollo, too, Raul, Duck, and we was just outnumbered, bro. My guy Martinez. Man, it was a couple of us, but it just felt like, bro, you get 10, I get 10.
Oh man! Shout out to Raul. Shout out to Raul. That's one of my memories too. I coined him the angry man.
Hey, always bad, bro.
I think that was the only meme I ever made. Made a picture of him mad. I'm gonna have to go find it.
Hey, you
the
had
funny thing is, he actually laughed at it. He was like, "Man, you got me. I can't even do it
back." Hey, you had to be, dog. I ain't gonna lie, I used to read it, and I'd be like, "Man, I should jump in." And I see like 10 people on Raul, and I'd be like, "Nope." You know what I mean? I'm gonna let Raul handle this. He going at him. I say, if he needs some help, I'm coming though. You know what I'm saying? And that's just how you had to look at it, because, bro, you come in there and Michigan State done lost, and you try to post, bro.
Like bees to honey.
Bro, y'all on the other side, y'all didn't understand that feeling. Now, when Michigan State would lose and I post, see come somebody laughing. I see your name. I know you're a Michigan fan. I ain't even got to do nothing but put a laughing emoji. You already know, dog. Now here come 5 more. How does that? Okay. Now, but when I win and I post, well, my comments look fresh. I'm happy now. I ain't got nobody posted.
No, man. Hey, we got to come and do the bare minimum. I'm coming up. Hey, good game. I'm out here.
Jeff was always good at that, because I'm all the way with it. I ain't giving you nothing. I ain't trying to hear it. You know what I'm saying?
They be like, fuck y'all team.
You still up 20 games.
Hey, but it was some memorable time. Dre B, bro, I remember sometimes it'd be like 1, 2, 3 in the morning. And I had to come on there and be like, damn, Dre B, who you talking to? Did you just be posting? You just be posting and posting. I'd be like, damn, Dre B, what the hell going on, bro?
I was setting the stage.
He'd be posting random stats, boo. I'm like, who he beefing with? I don't even see nobody on there. And it's like 10 posts. It's just Dre B posting.
Man,
damn,
that's how I used to be though, man. Like, shoot, I would go to sleep And I would get up in the morning and get ready for work, man, and get on there and see a post with 800 comments. I'm like, oh, that is usually Raul and JCJ. Them
oh, they had some battles.
Oh, night.
They had some battles.
Yeah, they used to go hard.
Like,
bro,
man, like y'all ain't been to sleep.
Bro, they had some Raul had some battles with like Mike Jennings too. He had some battles. I forgot. I think was that the time. I don't know. But I couldn't get no answer from Mike, but I think it was when the what's the Addy came about. You remember Johnny Brown used to always say, "Yeah, wasn't that Rollo? I mean, wasn't that Raul and Mike Jennings going at it?" And Mike said, "What's your address?" Yeah. and Johnny Bryan ran with it. Every time somebody beefing, he'd be like, "What's your address? Yeah. What's your addy?"
Hey, Raul had some major ones. Shoot, Raul and Dev. Raul and Art. He had some major ones, man. Major.
Hey, I love Raul for
my Detroit fandom, man.
Huh?
Raul didn't respect my Detroit fandom because
Raul Michigan hate is above everything.
Oh yeah, he way up there.
He might tolerate you on Sunday. Yeah. But in the back of his mind, you a Michigan fan.
You're a Michigan fan. He knew the rules of the group though, so he didn't carry it over. But if you talking about Lions and Pistons, he probably wanted Michigan, you Wolverine. He probably wanted to.
Yeah. Hey man, so I got a question. What's up with y'all boy Zeke, man? Why you keep running around hating on MJ, man?
Oh, come on. There you go.
I'm just saying, man, when he gonna stop, man? That's enough, man.
There you go. We're gonna go into 2 hours in this show.
Hey, Zeke just telling the truth, man.
Man, come on, man.
And Dre, that is a problem. You used to be hating on Zeke hard, bro. And I thought you was doing it just because you wanted to get at us and get our attention. But I see that still in you, bro. You hate Zeke.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. Growing up, you know, when I started learning basketball, and my mom sent me down to Texas. You know, like I said, 85, 86. That's Maverick. That's Maverick's time for me, right? And I did watch the playoffs. Probably the only time I rooted for the Pistons, and I ain't never told nobody this, was when they played the Boston Celtics, bro. Again, I didn't like the Boston Celtics. I hated the Boston Celtics.
Yeah, most of us did around that time.
Right. Yeah. So you know, but as far as Zeke, bro, I never liked the way he moved, man. You know what I'm saying? I didn't like the way he moved. Yeah, just like the way he was. It just seemed like
bro, you tripping.
I'm just being honest from my perspective. I seen him jump on Michael Thompson back from the Lakers, hit him on the back at the end of the game before, and it's just been a whole bunch of stuff I just found questionable, and I just never could relate to him.
I mean,
when the Bad Boys came, the way they played basketball, again, this is when I'm learning to play basketball, right? So when I was going to the gym at that time, I'm a little dude. I'm still 5'8", 160. So back then I was even smaller. I'm playing against big cats that play football and all this kind of stuff. And guess who they playing like? The Detroit Pistons. You know what I'm saying? They trying to roughhouse you. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that I just never. It didn't carry over for me, bro.
But see, that's the misconception, though, bro. We finna teach you some knowledge right now. And Jeff, I know you ready to teach you too. You might be a Pistons fan by the end of this. Hey, but Pete, okay, we're gonna go back to Zeke. When Zeke came out of high school, came out of Chicago, right? Toughness. He was already riding the train by himself, going through the hardest areas as a little kid, right? So he automatically had toughness in him. Everybody, and I ain't gonna lie, people seen the way Zeke was, they might have thought he was a little, I hate to use the word, but sweet. You know what I mean? But Zeke in his head was a monster growing in a little body. And it was because of cats trying to do him wrong. If you think about cats always trying to do you wrong, that's why we related to him. You know what I mean? Because when he went to Indiana, same thing. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you get to the Pistons, he had a winning mentality. You feel me? Mm-hmm. But he's small. He's small, right?
Right.
So You got the Celtics at that time, bro. Nobody. They always say the Pistons started this bad boy beat 'em up thing. Dog, Zeke was getting his ass whooped as a rookie, and he was the hot shot rookie coming in. Him and Kelly, I think Kelly Tripucka, I think they came in at the same time, same year, right?
Mm-hmm.
And when they came in, he wanted to win. He got the winner's mentality, but he was shaking people, dishing, getting assists, and what they were doing, beating his ass.
Yeah.
The Celtics, they walked off and didn't shake hands with the Pistons first.
Right.
But everybody blamed the Pistons with Jordan.
Yeah.
Isaiah learned from the guys that was winning. If the Celtics was playing this kind of ball and winning, and he trying to play, let me shake the shit out of it, and they, sit your ass down. Hold on, what the, bro? You end up, you know what I'm saying?
Gotta adapt.
You feel me? You gotta adapt. So he adapted, just like in Chicago. He adapted to his surroundings when he went to Indiana. When he went to Detroit, he adapted to his surroundings. Because if you watch Detroit back in the days when he first got there, I think it's one game with him and them against the Denver Nuggets, bro. They scored like 300 points in the game.
Yeah.
It was like 150 to 140.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Zeke was really talented, like fundamentally, would shake your ass, shoot. You know what I'm saying? He'd do everything. But he knew that wasn't the same way Jordan realized. Jordan did the same thing. They was considered dirty when Jordan was winning. So you got to understand, when Zeke know his fundamentals good enough to beat everybody, but it take a little more. You develop. Yeah, he got the bad boy rep for it, but bro, who did he get it from?
Yeah, I can dig it.
And it wasn't just Boston either. You know what I mean?
No,
It was Philly too. You know what I mean?
Philly,
the Bucks. It
was Philly. Yeah, they. That was just the style. I mean, hell, the Pistons took beating. You think Zeke came in at 81? I mean, we didn't really start winning, pretty decent until like 86, 87.
Exactly.
So that's 5 years of beatings.
And bro, hold on, I'm gonna tell you one more thing before you say it. If you now 81, 82, 83, I think I was like 6, 7, 8, 9 years old running them times, right? Now, if you imagine your team, you got a great fundamentally sound point guard like Zeke, but you can't do nothing because y'all always getting your ass whooped because you got Chuck Nevitt in the middle.
Who?
Exactly. That's the point.
That's the point. And that's when Zeke in his mind flipped, was Chuck Nevitt type. No, I don't want. Give me Rick McHorn. Give me Lambeer. Give me Sally. Give me Rodman. You know what I mean? I don't want this. We can't do nothing with these guys, man. We getting our ass beat in this paint.
Right. I can dig it. Hey, man, I'm gonna say this about a great memory about Zeke. Okay, because again, my dad was a big Lakers fan. All right, of course, he grew up watching Magic Johnson. He followed Magic to the Lakers, and I never liked the Lakers like that, But I remember when he sprained his ankle in the finals, bro.
One of the greatest.
25 points trying to, wheel the Pistons to a victory, dog. And I remember him limping around. I remember. I'll never forget that. And I've always said that's one of the greatest performances I've ever seen. One of the guttiest performances I had ever seen anybody do. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I've seen players these days sprain a finger, man. You know what I'm saying? And they out. You know what I mean? They sitting out.
Yeah.
So that part I'll say about his basketball game, his IQ as a point guard. I think he's one of the greatest point guards, obviously, talent-wise. I'm not talking about what I think about his personality or nothing like that. I'm talking strictly about his talent. One of the greatest, top 5. When I see people talking about Steph Curry being better than him, I'll be honest with you, man, I don't see it. I don't think
he's a great shooter.
Yeah, I mean, he's a great shooter. I think Steph is a great shooter. But when you talk about putting him in the top 10 or putting him in the top 15 as an overall player, I don't have Steph Curry like that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is not me trolling. This is just me being honest about what
no doubt.
Opinion. So that part of Zeke, I get. You know what I mean? It's all good. I understand that.
Yeah, you dealing with two Pistons fans right here that'll tell you, bro. We done battled all the guys you can bring, and we done came out with them saying, "Oh man, I quit." You think you know it all? Hey, because bro, and this is my thing right here about Zeke, right? Yeah. Zeke did everything that everybody else did, but Zeke got the bad image for it. You look at MJ, bro. MJ was whooping on his own teammates. You got Robert Parrish talking about he tried that with me, but he knew not to try it with me. You got him destroying his teammates' confidence. You got him out there and he done made Muggsy Bogues not want to live no more. You know what I mean? You got
the leadership though, man. I think that.
But it's leadership with him.
It's different for him.
It's leadership with MJ. You know what I mean? But with Zeke, it wasn't.
But I didn't say it wasn't. I said I ain't like that style of leadership. You know what I mean?
MJ had it. MJ, in some games, bro. Watch some old tapes with the Pistons in Detroit. I mean, Pistons in Chicago, bro. MJ would knock your ass out the air too. They only clip the highlights and show the vicious plays the Pistons did.
Come on, that was retaliation is a must, man.
Bro, you put when Oakley was a Bull.
Yeah.
Bro, it was gonna be some fights because you putting Oakley and Mahorn.
Yeah.
Bro, they had even when you go back to when Jordan first got there with Orlando Woolridge.
Yeah, I remember Woolridge.
You know what I'm saying? So he was kind of like what Zeke did. Zeke got it kind of from the Celtics. The Celtics had got it from a team before them. You know what I mean? It just was passed on down the line. And by the time MJ, I think when they won last one, 96, I think it was.
98.
By that, 98. Yeah, 98. By that time, that's when the NBA was like, no, we don't want to do this no more. What you mean? Now you're going to make the defense handicap. Now we just getting straight dunks and people laying it up. And you can't even play no defense. You put your hand on it when he comes to the rim to dunk. You being a poster. You either a poster or a foul.
What y'all think about all that, man? Like where we are now, because obviously that was 25 years ago, and look where we are now. You know, we straight offense. They tell me defense is better. I don't believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Who said that? Who said I can't? He said I can't stand. Yeah, he said I can't stand Zeke Thomas. He put Vinny Johnson on Rob and wife. Plus, I'm a Michael Jordan fan too. Pistons should have shaken Jordan hands.
That's it.
Larry Bird, Celtics didn't shake our hand. Yeah, it gotta be. You know what I'm saying?
It's even deeper than that, though.
It was way deep.
Yes, there's some Chicago cats in the group. There's some Chicago cats in the group that I had to remind them of it too. Like you remember before that game, the previous game, Chicago had won. And Mike had went to the papers and called us.
Talk that shit.
Yeah, he talked dog shit about us, called us, bad for basketball. And
they ain't worthy of being champions.
I wouldn't have shook his hand either, dog.
Heck no.
You winning, you know what I mean? You win the series, cool.
Wait, that wasn't after the walkout, Jeff? That was before?
That was before the walkout. That's why they walked out.
That's why they walked out.
Oh, because they was up 3-0. You're right. They was up 3-0.
Yeah. Jordan, Jordan got too cocky and brash. You know what I mean? He got his butt whooped all them years. So when he was finally up 3-0, he couldn't wait for the fourth game to talk mess. He talked to me in the third one. So when the fourth game came and they won, he looking at him like, you just talked all this mess in the paper about the Pistons, and now you looking at him like, come shake my hand. And they looking at you like, yeah. We read that. We seen what you said. We wasn't worthy of being champions. We this, we that, bro.
So was that the turning point because at one point Zeke and Michael Jordan used to be cool, right? As competitors, they weren't always like where they are now. They used to be on the court. I haven't seen them on the court where it was like a mutual respect for each other, right? Do y'all feel like that's where the turning point was when Jordan said that, or the things that happened?
Oh no, it was before that. Okay. It was before that. You know what I mean? It was little thing. I'll tell you like this. I think Zeke kind of started it just to be 100.
Yeah.
I don't know how he started it, but Zeke was a Chicago guy. Zeke was a Chicago cat. Even though he repped Detroit and Pistons, yeah. I don't think he liked that Jordan was the king of Chicago then, and they was all going nuts for Jordan. Now, he didn't probably say nothing or do nothing, but he still thought, Chicago my hometown. You know what I mean? Y'all should be happy that even when I'm with a Piston, y'all should be happy that your native became, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, and that's what a lot of time, any city like that almost, oh, you done moved up out the city. Well, shit, I'm doing good, bro. You want me to stay in the city and not do nothing?
Yeah. You know how Chicago and Detroit is, though, you know what I mean, as far as demographics between them two. So
I know, Jeff, you probably can even tell them some stuff way back, you know, before Zeke and Jordan even got their Bulls and Pistons was battling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's always been a battle. It's always been a battle. You know.
I don't care if it's White Sox, Tigers,
yep,
Red Wings, Blackhawks.
Yep, it's always been a Detroit,
Chicago. It didn't matter.
It's kind of like the Michigan, Ohio thing. It's bigger than sports. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look, they going in on Zeke on these comments, y'all.
Oh,
they tripping too. Said you tripping.
He said he traded for his thug homeboy, Mark Aguirre.
Hey.
He talking about the All-Star game freeze out, bro. Watch that game. It wasn't no freeze out, bro.
No freeze out. That was a myth. That was a myth, man.
Bro, that's the media painted them pictures to you. If you watch that game, Jordan threw him like, I don't know how many, 5, 6 assists. You know what I mean? Yeah. He didn't just throw it to him just to make sure he show out. He was still a rookie.
Right.
He wasn't finna make him get. Zeke was the guy. He ain't finna make him so he can get 40. But I bet you Jordan was getting dunks and getting passes.
Yeah.
Right, and it's an all-star game, you know.
It's an all-star game. He got other people. They got other people to pass to too.
Yeah, and you talking about it's a centers league at that point, you know what I mean? So you got Ewing and you got Parrish. And they getting the ball.
Yeah,
they getting the bird. You know what I mean? They getting the ball.
But Jordan was so, and this is my problem, is Jordan was so selfish. You know what I mean? That nobody relegate or think about that. You know what I'm saying? It's all about Zeke. No. Jordan, calm your butt down, bro. You're not getting the ball every time.
I appreciate about him, you know what I mean? He's the ultimate competitor, so he wants the ball, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He wants the ball. But
wait till you get back to a regular game with the Bulls. You can go and shoot because they're gonna pass it to you. They don't even want to score, they want you to score. This ain't it.
Right. You talking about 1984. You know what I mean? You talking about in the heyday of Magic and Bird. Yeah. Who you think gonna get the ball?
and he a rookie.
Yeah. I mean, but narratives grow, in the media, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think Detroit, the organization, they took it upon themselves, like, okay, y'all gonna call us the bad boys. I guess we're gonna trademark it. We're gonna make this bread.
Yeah. And they got that from the Raiders, I think, a little bit of that symbolism and everything.
Yeah, the skull and stuff.
Yeah. I mean, so but that's and with Tia saying F, Zeke and Mike. We ain't gonna bring up the Lakers.
They irrelevant, bro.
You gotta rewind it of us talking about the Lakers because Dre B went off on them already. We ain't gonna let him go off again. We gonna save you.
We come back.
We can. Hey, you got some more around now. I know you got a little bit left in there. Go on, let her out.
I got one for you. So they be talking about Kobe the GOAT, right? And rest in peace, Kobe.
Rest in peace, Kobe.
I understand something. Number of respect to Kobe, especially after he played, the man that he became, and the leader that he was. Nothing but respect. Because I listened to Kobe, right, and I really learned a lot from him. But when they tell me coach, I ain't even got Kobe top 5.
Yeah,
I don't have Kobe top 5. Kobe to me is anywhere between 7 and 12. 7 and 12. I give him, and if you're gonna give him 7, I got Shaq with a 6. I got Shaq at an 8. If I push him down a little bit, I still got Shaq right there with him, right? Yeah. So my problem with Kobe is inefficiency, right? And I feel like he was blessed into a very, very great situation. Okay, to develop the way he was able to develop.
You telling them stuff they don't want to hear.
I mean, but it's all facts, because after he lost Shaq and his team, he became the ball hog that he wanted to be, and his team went down. He needed to get another all-star or whatever, if he didn't have that, what he had with the Eddie Jones and the Shaq and the Glenn Rice and all that, what Kobe do we see? I don't think we see 5-ring Kobe. I don't. You see what I'm saying? So
I ain't gonna disagree.
Yeah, so that's how I've always felt about Kobe. Super talented guy, man. But his situation was one of the best situations any player coming out of the draft could walk in. Top 10 player. Man.
And I think when we seen him in them bad situations, that's when he destroyed like Smush Parker. Rest in peace, Kobe. Much love to you, bro. But we talk about your basketball, bro. You at one point in time, you remember Kobe used to be patented for jumping up, getting ready to shoot, and then he'll elbow the shit out you. Bah!
Man, all kind of dirty moves, man. All kind of dirty stuff.
Or he'll kick that leg out at you. Yeah. Ratil, you shouldn't have did that.
I mean,
he put a spark back on the flame.
Billo gonna get drank.
Yeah, he said Billo gonna get drank.
No, come on. They tell me he's such a great 3-point shooter. No, he just shot 3-pointers in volume. His average is below average. I mean, I ain't even got to mention the other dudes. They're right there with each other. You know what I'm saying? Just because you shoot a lot of them, don't make you a great 3-point shooter. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man.
I agree with you because back then, if you take the game of back then and put it right now, you can't tell me Zeke wouldn't be shooting lights out if they give him the green light to shoot 10 threes a game. You know what I mean? And plus you got a shooting coach with you 24 hours a day now. They ain't have all that then.
Right.
You know what I mean?
The funny thing is, though, I mean, you look as many threes as they shoot now, they still struggle to score. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We were scoring 110 points back then, wasn't even shooting that many threes. I mean, you look at stats from back then, you'll see Zeke be like 1 of 3 from 3. You know,
that's it. Everything else he getting.
But the thing was, you know what I mean? What was different that people don't talk about was pace of play.
Right.
Pace of play. Cats was, they had set plays. You was getting a shot up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Cats was running the baseline, running off a screen, whatever. You know what I mean? And the shot was going up. We wasn't holding the ball the whole shot clock. You know what I mean? Yeah. You see a lot of shot clock violations now because cats. Pick and roll, you know what I mean? They pounding the ball, you know what I mean? They ain't moving the ball, you know what I mean? So shot clock is running down every time down, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got a lot of ball stoppers.
Back then, you coming down, you see Cat, he putting the one up, you know what I mean? He calling out a play.
He calling out a play.
You know what I mean? We calling out a play. Cat
that's my thing. That's my thing with coaching. I think like Spoelstra, one of the best coaches right now. Come on, man, for real. I mean, I like Spoelstra, but come on, man.
You don't think so?
Man, come on, bro. Compared to when you had Chuck Daly and Pat Riley and Lenny Wilkins, I can name coaches, you know what I'm saying, back then, where you see them, bro, and you running these plays, but we talk about dribbling. See, a lot of times right now they depend more on the talent. And I ain't gonna lie, there's better dribblers right now. There's way better dribblers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of more ISO players, you got to depend. But the lane open up because they got shooters all over the place, right? But why is the lane open up so much? You can't do nothing defensively. You touch them, it's a foul.
Yeah,
you feel me?
Game. It's just a different game, you know what I mean? That's why, I'm kind of hit or miss, especially with the NBA. I still watch more college. I watch more college now than the NBA. Just because in college you still have different styles, you know what I mean? You still have a Izzo that they play a certain way, and then you will have a Wisconsin that plays a certain way, and
Purdue,
you have Villanova that plays a different. You know what I mean? You got
UCLA
contrast. Everybody in the league play the same way.
Right.
Everybody in the league play the same way. Everybody running pick and roll. Pick and roll on this side of the court, or pick and roll on this side of the court, or pick and roll at top of the key, double pick and roll. Everybody running the same.
Everybody running the same type plays. That's why I said coaching,
boring
bro.
To watch.
You don't see the innovative coaching. Like I don't see it, bro. You depending on your talent.
They run no plays. They run motion. That's all they do is run motion. We just run in motion. You know what I mean?
When you say
I call a pick up top. I'll call a pick up top. He come pick him. I go around him. I figure out who's open. It's all motion. And
yeah.
I'm thinking of. I see a lot of 4 out and 1, and I see a lot of 5 out. Right.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
And then because everybody's, they don't like everybody's shooting. Even the bigs are shooting 3-pointers, which is evolution of the game.
But it's still, man. I mean, you got the Steph Curry influence, but everybody ain't Steph. So
everybody ain't Steph.
That's why I only watch a lot of Golden State if I ain't watching the Pistons, because everybody else trying to do that and they bricking. You know what I mean? So it's just bad basketball. You watching cats bricking, and no coach is saying timeout, stop shooting that.
Let me run a good play to get us an easy 2.
Yeah,
you getting the easy 2 because of the athleticism.
I think the NBA's gonna start getting away from that, because even if you look at the finals like last year, and don't get me wrong, I agree with y'all, but you had Phoenix in the finals, a mid-range shooting team. They were more of a mid-range shooting. We back to shooting mid-range again.
The NBA know what they did. They know they messed up, bro. And that's why when I used to debate with Billo, I used to tell him the same. We ought to have all those what they call error debates. But it take years before you really know. You can argue it all day, but it might be 5 years down the line before you can say, "Aha, I told you."
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the NBA knew it. They knew they was doing. They knew what they was doing, bro. They wanted to create more highlights. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I'm in the streets, you gotta take it for an example like that. If I'm the mayor of the streets, right, and I think it's too many traffic violations, right? So what I'm gonna do? I might take down a speed traffic light. Let me take that down. They writing too many people up. Let me take those stop signs down. Now, how I'm gonna compare to when we did have more stop signs? You see what I'm saying? How I'm gonna compare that? Now, you make the speed limit 80 miles per hour, but I was getting tickets at 70. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day. Now you make it 80, and this is what the NBA was doing. So now the NBA tried to rectify it last year. They started last year. So what they did was take away that way the offensive player got all the control, where now you can't just jump into a player and draw a foul like Harden used to do.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I love that.
So now you take this away, but you had it going on for all them years where everybody was like, oh man, the NBA knew what they were doing. So now they like, okay, now we're gonna take that away. Flopping, we're gonna take the flopping away because it had got too bad. We gotta make it the way it was now, because now they showing out.
Right.
Yeah.
The NBA knew what they did. They wanted to create more highlights. They wanted more offense, and that basically started with what, Detroit and San Antonio.
Yep. Yep.
Detroit and San Antonio.
They didn't want that fundamental on offense, but you missing some. You getting 89, 90 points, but you got great defenses going.
Right.
People ain't watching it. That they ain't like, oh man, that was a great defensive play. They ain't watching that. They ain't seeing my man set and pick my man pocket. They ain't happy for that. They want to see my man go around him and dunk. So they tailor to the fans.
They need to find a middle though, man. I think that
that's what they trying to do right now though, bro. They tinkering with it. They even put up I read about it. I forgot. I wish I could put up the link about it. Where they trying to sign a fine line between offense and defense, where they don't want to get too much control to the offense or too much power to the offense. They want to be able to get defense some more of their power. So that's what the NBA at. That's where they at right now. That's why they creating these rules. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get it. If you look right now, bro, if they wouldn't have tailored some of them rules, the offense would be scoring like 120, 130 a game right now. You see scores now, they back to like 100. They looking more NBA scorers like.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now I bet you they're gonna create something towards them 3-pointers. You watch.
They're gonna do something. They probably move it back again.
Yeah, they gonna do something, bro. They trying to do something because the way the team. You remember how Houston was? It was either 3-pointer or a layup. They hated the mid range.
Yeah, that's how they lost Golden State.
Exactly. You had all the
over 21.
You had all them analytical guys looking like, hey, this is a great shot and that's a bad shot. And it's like you try to do exactly what they told you analytically, and now you can't win though. Your percentages look good, but what happened? You know what I'm saying? So you missing some things. So now they discounted the hustle plays. You discount the great hockey assists. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You discount all of this because you're looking at analytics so tough, and that's when they let the people that wasn't playing, they had never even actually played the game, but they see the analytics. Oh, this is a great shot right here. Shoot right there. They make the little circle. You go right there and shoot. This ain't the NBA 2K. Let that man play.
Man, yeah. That's why DeMar out there killing them right now from the mid-range. They don't know how to defend the mid-range no more. You know?
And the mid-range game coming back.
Oh, yeah. That's why you see a Phoenix doing what they doing. You know, you got Chris Paul hitting them at the elbow, like, bow. You know what I mean? Like, or on the baseline, you know what I mean? Exactly. When back in the day, you think about back in the 80s, you know what I mean? Everybody hit those shots. Even your centers was hitting the mid-range shot. Even a Ewing, Elijah Wan, you know what I mean? Brad Doherty, you know what I mean? All those cats could step out, you know, to 10, 12, 15 feet and hit a shot. That opened up the court. That's the piece that I wish that they would understand, because that's what they want to do. They want to open up the court. But you know what I mean? How you open up the court is if you got more people. You know, you don't got to shoot threes to open up the court.
No.
Yeah.
Find an open spot on the court and shoot from there.
That's
move
why
the ball. You know,
that's why I say right now is the NBA in a good. They getting there. They in a good space. I watch the NBA a little bit more than I used to a couple years ago. Because why? Look at the Detroit Pistons. They're a prime example. You know what I mean? When you got Cade Cunningham, he can play point guard, shooting guard, small forward. You know what I'm saying? You got Killian can almost play all three. You got Sadiq Bey that can play point guard, shooting guard, small forward, power forward. You know what I'm saying? You got Marvin Bagley that can play power forward, center. Now, a couple years ago, your whole team, your whole starting five was made up of what? What they call them? No, a scoring point guard, attacking point guard, 3-and-D shooting guard. He was either 3-pointer or defense, or a small forward built like a LeBron, and a power forward that was what they call him? What was the name for the power forward? I know the stretch four.
Okay.
Yeah,
the stretch. So you see what I'm saying? They was creating every team like this. Scoring point guard, 3-and-D, a small forward built like LeBron that can do everything. The stretch four.
You get two stretch fours though.
Yeah, two stretch fours because they'll get the get out the way center.
Right.
And every team was trying to build like that. And one way they changed that was when Draymond Green came in, where they figured, okay, he can play the 3, the 4, the 5, and he can defend the 2 and the 1. You know what I'm saying? So now you see more teams getting basketball players again. You feel me? Yeah. They're getting basketball players. They ain't looking. Now the 3-and-D guy looking at the 3-and-D guy like, what else can you do?
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah.
You got
that's
you.
That's what make it harder, because I seen Jeff when you put up about Nick Starkis. He a great 3-and-D guy. But they want to know what else. That's why it's hard for him to get into the league right now in the game, because he can hit the 3, he bust them. But can you play the defense? Can you stick with the guy that you're gonna hold? What about the elbow? What about the elbow shot? What about the, you know what I'm saying? Now they looking at what else? What other shots can you do besides this 3-pointer?
Right.
What'd you say, Trey?
I thought Nick just signed with somebody.
Boston picked him up.
Yeah, they picked him up. When he with the G League. And
he was in the G League. He was in the G League. He basically caught their attention because he scored like 100 points in like 2 games.
He went off on somebody.
Watch how hard it is for him to get in there and play. Because, like you say, look at their team. Jason Tatum, he can do almost everything. Brown, Marcus Smart. You know what I'm saying? They looking for more depth, but they don't need a 3-and-D guy that can just stand at the 3-point line. They need you to go and run a pick, run the baseline. They need you to do this. Yeah, you got to be able to do more, bro. Yeah. And that's how the league getting right now. It wasn't like that a couple years ago. When when we was debating errors, bro, we seen it and we used to tell them and they used to laugh at us. You know what I'm saying? And we like, bro, do you see this guy? He just got to stand at the 3-point line to get out of LeBron way or get out of George Paul George. Yeah, get out of his way or Kawhi Leonard. Just get out their way. Make sure you don't clog the lane. You know what I'm saying? They was thinking more about analytics than let me get 5 basketball players that's interchangeable. Golden State kind of changed that when they, but Golden State kind of changed that because they had to make up for the deficiencies of Curry too. They, you know what I'm saying? Clay had to stick the point guard. He had to stick the scoring point guard because you remember Russell Westbrook used to be like, Steph won't cover me. How he the best point guard?
And he was
right. But they forget those type of things, bro.
Which made it interesting in sports talk because you have Billo, who was a chef guy. He wasn't trying to hear that.
He wasn't trying to hear it. He ain't trying to hear it. As long as he was shooting threes, he was happy. Yeah. Which I love Steph Curry, man. But you can't just look for that guy that's gonna be not look at who they looking for at point guard. Look how we got like Cade Cunningham. Look how you got I don't know if you really can call Ja Morant point guard though.
Look at
Luka Doncic. You know what I'm saying? These cats ain't just 3-pointers, bro. They elbow, baseline, top of the key. Yeah. They can do so many more things than just what they call the NBA. NBA was calling them specialists.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, hold on. Shout out to Luka. Luka then crept back up into the MVP conversation before we move on. You know what I'm talking about? Conversation. Have luck, Tia.
Yeah. For sure.
Luka, bad boy, for sure.
Yeah. I was a little worried when they were telling me about him because I had never heard of him. And cause I'm like, man, we finna pick this, Anglo dude or whatever. And man, ever since he's been here, man, he's been having business.
Yeah, you gotta be scared because we would have been scared drafting him because of Darko.
But he do it all, man. The only thing I wish he would do, honestly, is work out in the offseason. I feel like he should, come in the season a little bit more ready to go instead of, staying 20, 25 games in, finally getting his condition.
Game shape.
Yeah, game shape. But the dude is a baller, man. He's a baller for sure, man. And we made moves. I like KP, but they just didn't fit. And since we got Spencer Dinwiddie out there from Washington, it's opened up everything for everybody else. So now we have 3 playmakers. We got.
I don't even want to hear Spencer Dinwiddie's name.
We drafted him. That's why.
Yeah, Jeff already know.
Okay. We don't want to hear Spencer Dinwiddie name. We don't want to hear Middleton name.
No. English, none of them, bro. Because then we think about SVG too. Yeah, it was just bad times, bro.
Everything wrong, right?
Greg Monroe, we all
picking up Reggie Bullock from New York. Like when we were talking about the 3-and-D guy.
He was from Detroit too.
I know. I was glad we got him. I ain't gonna lie, man. And he gritty. He'll get up in there. So they come a long way, man. They come a long way. And we got my boy Trey Burke. We all know about Mr. Burke. Talking about, he but he do his thing. He a spark plug, man. So the boys, we finna make some noise if we get past Utah in this first round.
Yeah,
I told you.
Yeah, I like to see Dallas do some things, man. I just don't believe in them like you do.
Hey, you ain't the only one. I'll be catching hell, man. We still the Mavs at the end of the day, so we don't get no props during the season. Any win we get, we didn't beat Philly, we didn't beat the Heat, we didn't beat Phoenix, we didn't beat every good team there is. We about to play the Bucks here pretty soon, and
But you know what? For us, it's a little deeper though. Because y'all are, well, you probably didn't even know, but like Rick Carlisle.
Yeah.
He was a Piston.
Yeah, I know.
And that whole thing with Rick Carlisle at that time. So he probably should have been still a Piston coach, tell you the truth. He was still young when he was with the Pistons, basically. You know what I mean? So Am I wrong? Am I wrong, Jeff? That's when Brown came in.
Yeah. The Carlisle got us to the good place, and then it was Larry Brown that took us over the top.
Yeah. So and I think if they'd have gave Carlisle one more year, I think he probably could have did it.
Yeah. Rick was a good coach, man. Even for us, I liked him, and I'm glad he came because he got us where we need to go. But honestly, after I'll say the past about 6 years with him, it wasn't. He wouldn't let young talent develop. He won't let guys go. You know what I mean? I was tired of his system. You could tell what he was going to do. He didn't adjust in the playoffs, and it was time for him to go, man.
I think that's the same thing that happened here.
That's what they were saying, yeah. Because I think what it was, Jeff, about Mehmet Okur.
Yeah.
He
wouldn't play them cats.
Yeah.
You wouldn't play our young cats that ended up helping us win the title.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, so he had some. He got a lot better when he went with Dallas, though. I think that was part of that was from when he went through Detroit. I just think he got to a ceiling and it didn't get no better.
He in Indiana now, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was glad to see him go, man. We play, with Kid, we play a better brand of defense, a better brand of team ball because of past 2 years when Luka got, it was all Luka. Luka, and I was like, y'all know I'm with that one man stuff, bro.
But you know what? Y'all messed up though, because I think wasn't Jeremy Grant was with y'all.
No.
Was it Jeremy Grant? Well, Jeremy Grant came from Denver. He came from Denver. My bad.
I wanted Grant. Yeah.
My bad on that. Yeah, it kicked in.
Yeah, he in Denver. Was in Denver, I mean.
Yeah. Man, we all had to cut this show, man. We'll keep on going, man. We hit 2 hours. We done hit 2 hours. It took up all the storage space.
It was good catching up with y'all, though, man. So.
Yeah. Appreciate you, Dre B, for joining us, man. Man, great talks, man. We got a lot of memories. It was lovely.
Yes, sir. So I catch y'all some streets, some FB streets, I guess, man.
No doubt. We're gonna have to work on that band too, man. We get, you and Sean.
Yeah.
We gotta pull you into a conference. You know what I mean?
Hey man. Talk it out. It's all good, man. I'd love to be back in. I'm not as active like I was before, but I definitely would love to be back with the guys, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Because we wouldn't even never had the band if y'all could just get a longer look. And I know Sean don't even got a Facebook page right now, though. But if one come in, you got to be able for both.
Yeah, for sure. Like I said, no beef with me. I'm good. If it's any person, I wouldn't even talk about it. I'm straight.
Yeah, no doubt. But we're gonna work on that, bro, man. Like I say, it's good seeing you, man. Keep doing your thing, cutting them heads up, chop. You know what I'm saying? Getting that bread.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, man.
No doubt. Nothing but love. Y'all got anything y'all want to say before we close it out?
Man, just want to say thanks to everybody that tuned in, all our sports talk regulars. We got Marco and all our they be battling in the comments. It's the show within the show. But we appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate all the support out there. Appreciate Dre for coming on with us, man, kicking it with us. And hopefully we'll see y'all next week.
Shout out.
All right, man.
Yeah, no doubt. Man, we much love to everybody that's tuning in or listening, speaker, or watched in, man. Much love. If you catch it later on Apple or Spotify or Google or Reasons, man, you might want to go and watch it too, because it's still a sight to behold when we all joking and laughing. And I know podcasts a lot of times for when you got things to do and you're on the road and you just want to listen. So anywhere it go, whether you watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, or listen to us on Apple, Google Podcasts, man, we appreciate it. Salute anybody rocking with Thawed Magazine. And like I say, we salute to Mr. Dre B, man. We're going to work on that band.
Appreciate it. I'm coming back.
Beware. Any Lakers fans, Brian fans, just fans, period. If you're hearing this and you're in the Sports Talk group, he said beware.
Hey man, all love, man.
All love, bro. We gonna go ahead and sign out, man. Salute to everybody.
All right, y'all.
One love.